What is up, you guys? So today I want to talk about something a little bit different. Okay, we always talk about credit and leveraging other people's money so that you can generate cash flow, but today I want to talk something about more so the mindset aspect of leverage. All right, we always talk about leverage, we always talk about OPM, right? OPM, OPT, OPE, other people's time, other people's money, other people's energy, right? And resources. But today I want to talk about the concept of leverage. Now, quick story. I was training at a school, for a martial arts school, for a few years, maybe like six or 8 years, before I started doing jujitsu. Now, when I was training at that school, we did boxing, kickboxing, wrestling. We did a little bit of jujitsu. My first day at an actual jiu-jitsu school, I went in there thinking that I was the shit. I was the big dog. I knew so much in terms of martial arts that I thought that I was going to smash everybody at the gym. Anyways, I got there. Long story short, I went to my first guy, and he just demolished me, right? And the first guy was my friend, just demolished me on the ground. And then I went with the second guy, same thing, demolished me. Third guy I believe I went with was my coach today, and he literally, like, I was so fascinated and so blown away with his technical ability that he just threw me around like a rag doll that I've never really experienced before. And honestly, I went home that night super confused, super hurt, because I'm like, why is it that I've been training for all these years, but when I go to a jiu-jitsu school, right, I'm getting ragdolled left and right. And I realized the next day, actually, I signed up for the school, and I've been there for maybe about 8 years now at that particular school learning jiu-jitsu. And the one thing that jiu-jitsu has told me is all about leverage, right? You never force a position. You let your opponent give you the position, and you leverage that against their opponent, right? You always leverage the mindset, how you play up here. I leverage my coach's experience, right? I leverage his experience when he teaches. So I pay him to teach me all of the mistakes that he's made in the past. My teammates will actually, I have one guy who's, I've competed in this tournament, this is what happened to me, right? And he shares with me his experience. So because he shared with me his experience, I learned what not to do or what to do in that specific situation. And that's the game of leverage, right? Me personally, I leverage other people's information, right? I buy books, right? I buy courses, I buy mentorship, I buy entry into masterminds. I pay to be a part of webinars, just for the sake of learning. And it's leveraging other people's time, other people's resources, other people's energy, other people's mindsets, the lessons, their life lessons that make you ultimately better. Like, I could just go through life and learn all these different life lessons and make the same mistakes over and over and over. Or I can buy a book for $25, learn those exact same life lessons, learn the exact same mistakes, learn the exact same things not to do in order to avoid those mistakes. It'll cost me $25 in a few minutes of my day, right? And I just want you guys to understand that leverage comes in all types of different forms. And we're kind of relating this back to the whole credit thing, and that's why credit makes so much sense to me, is because it is the game of leverage, right? If I have a vehicle, whether it's whatever business, you're going to start an Airbnb business, you're going to start an ATM business, you're going to start a churro business, you're going to start an event space business, whatever business you're going to want to start, you're going to have to leverage some type of platform. You're going to have to leverage some type of credit, some type of funding. You have to leverage some type of information, right? When you go on YouTube searching for information, you're searching to leverage someone else's information. And that's my whole thing about leverage. It's understanding, how can I leverage other people's time, other people's money, other people's resources, other people's experiences, so that I can have a cheat code in life. And that's the biggest thing for me. That's just kind of like what's been on my mind, and I wanted to share that with you guys, hopefully give you guys a different perspective on leverage. Okay, do me a favor, guys, if you guys have any experiences or anything in particular to the word leverage, leave it down in the comments below. I'm curious to hear. I'm always willing to learn. I'm always willing to learn from different people's experiences, because that's only going to make me better, right? The more we can grow, the more we can grow others, right? I'm a big believer of, you can't lift people up until you lift yourself up to that level, right? In jiu-jitsu, you can only promote to the level that you're at. I'm not saying that I promote anybody, but I'm just saying if I had to promote somebody, I can only promote. I'm a purple belt right now. I can only promote someone up to a purple belt. I wouldn't be able to promote them to a brown belt because I myself am not a brown belt, right? So it's understanding that leverage and being able to leverage other people's experiences will only uplift you. Then you can then go into return and lift up other people. Just my food for thought for today. Okay, I wanted to kind of share that with you guys. Again, as you know, do all the normal things: likes, comments, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. All right.